Welcome to Cameo TV. It is Friday. You already know what it is. Thank you for watching. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything at Cameo TV _ CAMEO TV _. And you can call in live, 323-965-1600 if you want to say something. If you don't want to say no, we just want to hear you breathe. Call in. We want to hear from you, all right? Now make sure you keep up with us, follow us everywhere, and keep up, all right? Enjoy. We'll be right back with your news, man.
What's up, everybody? What's up? How was everyone's week?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Before we get started with the hot topics,
Scorching.
well, I can tell you about my week and looking up all these hot topics, these juicy topics. Jay, how was your week?
Oh man, my week was crazy, man. It's still crazy. It's not gonna ever end. You know what I'm saying? Happy prom day to everybody, whatever you call it.
T, how was your week?
My week was great. I went to a few openings. One was at Exact Science Art Gallery on Melrose Boulevard. They had this, Jay, you would have appreciated this. They had this bikini exhibit where there were designers, female designers from New York, and they designed bikinis to the particular photos and whatnot. And so that was pretty fun. So I did that, and it was a low-key week for the most part. It was busy, but it was productive.
Heard that.
Thanks for asking.
Heard that.
It's beautiful. But I'm just not happy about me not being invited,
Listen, it was a last minute thing.
Hey,
I literally stalked the guy. I stalked the owner.
You just heard what you said, a
and he invited
bikini,
me last minute.
You
know what? They're actually having something tonight. They do this open mic night every week.
My wife would have been mad anyway. So.
Your wife?
Always. I got like 6 wives, but the one I was with last night,
week,
she probably would
last
have.
week,
Wives.
He did
say wife, right? Wives. You got. You got wives.
This is America,
check
man.
you on that
Well, I don't think is that law in America?
This is America.
No.
Well, if we lived in Utah, it's okay.
Well, my week was really good. My friend, one of my really good friends, Rodney, came in from New York. I told y'all that he moved to New York. So he came back from New York, and we have been wasted this whole this is the craziest 5 days I've ever had in my life. Like, from the time I picked him up, we was sipping shots at LAX. They don't know, but, it was crazy. So we had a really good time. I had a blast. But on to everybody else's week, because there was a lot of stuff going on with Chris Brown this week. I don't know if you guys saw all of the stuff that was going on with Chris Brown.
I've seen it, but what's the deal? Like, what's going on with him?
I just think that Chris Brown really needs some help. Like, somebody needs to take him under their wing, and like, he needs to suckle their tit, and he needs to
suckle their tit.
Yes, because he is still a child. He needs some guidance. He really does. I mean, you start in beef with Tyson Beckford. This is a supermodel. This is not a man that is just running around not doing things or not making money. This is, a paid supermodel. Like,
He doesn't really have negative controversy
ever. And so he took a picture with Karrueche Tran on Instagram. This is him and Karrueche Chan this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, in Vegas. Well, Chris sees this picture and he is absolutely livid. Okay, he is so upset for some reason. So he sends tweets out to Tyson Beckford, and he's like, "You want to keep walking in runways? I need the legs for that shit. Keep playing like you know." He writes and all of this. I'm like, wait a minute. I can't read slang that well. Keep playing like I ain't with the bullshit. Okay, and so then Tyson Beckford hits back like, it's all about the fun in Vegas. Come through, Papa. You know what I mean? Like we ain't tripping. Like you mad because I'm taking a picture with somebody that you're not even with, bruh. So you got issues. You feel me? So then I brought a video. Because this is how you reply to somebody in a classy way, okay? You prodded them in the classy way and you still let them know that you got it, okay? So this is Tyson, and this is his reply or his rebuttal to Chris Brown. Via TMZ. Thank you, TMZ. Yes, sir. So he did this video with the caption, "Just in case you forgot." Okay, so Chris Brown, just in case you forgot, Tyson Beckford not only is a supermodel, but he bout that life. Okay, so he's like, "I'm gonna be in Vegas." This is Chris saying, "I'm gonna be in Vegas on Sunday. Like we gonna handle this, blah blah blah." You know, and the Twitters just go back and forth. The Twitter beef goes back and forth. Chris Brown deletes the tweets as he's tweeting them. So it's just like you're just being malicious for no reason because a prettier man got your bitch. Period. Point blank. You know.
That you dropped. You left her.
Right. Oh no. She left him. She left him.
But he left her once he did all the shenanigans.
Yeah, he definitely did. When he had that baby with Nia, who I was just about to get to, because Miss Nia Guzman says that Chris Brown needs to pay her $15,000 a month in child support. She's getting $2,500, and she's saying that she wants $15,000, which I mean, it's Chris Brown, and this is your baby. Hey, why not? You got the money to pay it, and you should pay it because you owe that girl for all the time that you wasn't in that baby's life.
Just months, though. I think that's wrong.
What do you think?
I think. Should I talk? Because I got an opinion about every damn thing.
As long as you talking about Chris Brown,
yes, Chris Brown,
and Karrueche.
I want to know. Okay, I think it's unfair for the girl to charge him $15,000 for a 1-year-old. I do know that children cost a lot of money, and I know that there's health insurance, there's a lot of unaccrued costs. But if he wasn't Chris Brown and she took him to court, she'd have a minimum payment. Right. So it's like, I think that there's a little bit of exploitation going on there. That's what I can't appreciate.
Yeah, he says that he thinks that she is using the baby as a lottery ticket. But then you know what? In the same token, if you really think about it, I believe that Chris Brown is using the baby to better his image. Because you throwing chairs on The View, so you using the baby just as much as she using the baby for a lottery ticket. Pay up, my nigga. You know what I mean? Pay up. Give this girl what she want.
I didn't see that coming. I just think that there should be a balance. Like, he should provide for the child, but she shouldn't exploit him. Because
I think like this, before we found out about the baby and all of that stuff, Chris Brown's career was going down. You know what I mean? He started hopping up on all of these tracks that nobody wanted him to be on, and it was just like, Chris Brown, what are you doing? You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? Check this out. Nobody knew about the baby. He was keeping it under the cover, and all of a sudden, you look at Instagram.
I know that's
you
true.
the love of my life, but I don't know where I'd be without you. Like, yo, hold on, you ain't put this out there. Like, I just found out you had a baby. What's up? Now it's the love of your life and you love her. Now you're a father now. Come on, Chris.
Right. So, and I believe she's gonna win. I believe she's gonna get it because, I mean, at the end of the day, mommies usually always win the case. And if the baby is staying with her, I think that's why he wanted them to move to LA so that he could kind of have control over that whole situation where I shouldn't pay you this much because
I'm doing this and that.
Yeah, I'm taking care of the baby and you all are living with me and all of that stuff. So she's smart. Yeah. Don't be dumb. Raise your baby like you was already raising your baby before you told Chris Brown that it was his baby. Period, point blank. And get your money, boo-boo.
I hear your perspective.
That's really it for him. I just want Chris Brown. I think back in the day when Chris Brown first came out, it was a lot of stuff. Oh, you know what? Back to these tweets real quick. Back to these tweets because he tweeted. Oh, well, you got it. All right. So these are the tweets that he tweeted apologizing to Tyson Beckford. Let me say that he did apologize to Tyson Beckford after starting all of the drama that he started on. They're talking about I'm a light skin. I'm always in my feelings. You know, stuff like that. But Chris Brown is always in his feelings. So. But I don't think that's a reason for you to do this type of stuff. I can be a man about it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that, it's like people are pressing the issue because you are making it an issue. You're making an issue out of something that was not an issue in the first place, you know?
Yeah. I have to agree with you.
I want to switch over to Frank Ocean. Love Frank Ocean.
You've been seeing
Frank Ocean uploaded on his SoundCloud. Look at Frank Ocean. That's what I'm talking about. Get your life. He uploaded on his SoundCloud a playlist of no songs. Okay? A playlist of no songs. He got 5,000 likes in 13 hours. With no music. Because Frank Ocean has not made an album since 2012, you know? And his album, when it came out, it was so controversial because he came out as well as putting out an album. And he had so many of these big artists supporting him, you know? And so everybody's been kind of anticipating, like, oh my God, a Frank Ocean album. Well, remember I told y'all kind of close to April that he was coming out with, like, the Boys Don't Cry magazine and all of that stuff. Well, I don't know if that was just, like, something that he was just like, oh, I'm going to name it this, or if it's called States now, but he did just upload that the other day, so hopefully he should be putting out some music soon. It was said that he was at the Abbey Road studio in the UK, which was made famous by the Beatles, with Rick Rubin, who started Def Jam and was also what was he, a co-president of Columbia Records, so with Russell Simmons and all of them. So he putting out some good stuff and he got some people backing him, so shout out to Frank Ocean. I want to be on the next album. Thank you. I know for sure. Moving on to Amethyst, okay? Amethyst Kelly. Do we know who Amethyst Kelly is?
You know what? I was like, what the Amethyst? What the?
Amethyst Kelly is Iggy Azalea.
That's her real name?
That is her name. Look at her. She looks good right there, though.
Never.
You don't think so?
She look like, I don't know.
You know
what.
you like white girls, Jay.
I do, but not that one right there. I'm good.
Come on.
But if she turned around, though.
If she hate on her for the other stuff, but don't hate on the stuff she paid for.
Ooh.
She paid for that face. Look at that face. That's new.
I don't want that. I want
That's brand
organic.
new. That haven't even settled yet.
I like
you
organic.
You sure it's not makeup contouring?
Oh, no, baby. That's a new face.
I don't know.
She's got a new face.
I'm like,
so... The Billboard Awards, you know, the Billboard Awards were this past week, and Iggy Azalea won the Billboard Award for the top rap song. Fancy.
What?
Get your life.
It is a rap song.
Yeah.
They didn't call her a hip hop artist.
But
they said rap song, which would be true. It was a popular rap.
But I believe she
Rhythm and poetry song.
She also won, okay, she got top rap song, okay, and then she also got top streaming artist, blah, okay, because Beyonce dropped a whole album.
No, here you go, Kanye.
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
Here you go, Kanye. Go.
Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
With that digital drop.
Sorry,
you feel
Taylor.
me? There were so many winners, but I just feel like, you know, whatever with Iggy Azalea, you can't have a top rap song when you sound like this. Can you cue that video for me? What is? Can you play that one more time, please? Because I don't even.
Elton, you need Jesus.
Tell me why.
Elton, you need Jesus.
Tell me why.
So
I've seen that too.
basically, what that was your top rap song of the 2015, latter 2014, 2015. Iggy Azalea, everybody, Amethyst put that out. She sounded like she was ordering some Chinese food, and that is sick to me. You know, the songs that were, first of all, Big Sean and E40, I Don't Fuck With You was in there. Nicki Minaj, Anaconda was in that category, as well as Hot Boy by Bobby Shmurda, which I can deal with before I can deal with. Now, I like Fancy, but I think I love the song Fancy. And don't get me wrong, I am not hating on her in any way. But Chicken Chow Mein is what we just heard.
But
Period, point blank.
She won an award for.
That may not be what she won an award for, but she is a rap artist, you know, and I just don't believe that is not acceptable. Period. And I've tried to like stand with the Ziggy, you know, Iggy. I have, and I still like her. You know, like I said, she looks beautiful with the new face. I think, girl, get your life. All right, but I just think I don't understand why she continues to do that. Well, she's just been going through a lot of stuff. You know, she's been having a really bad year, and she just had to cancel her Great Escape tour. We've heard that before. Great Escape, wasn't that like Christina Aguilera? But anyway, who was that?
Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani. Jesus, they all look the same.
There we go. She's bananas.
There you go.
Shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A, yes. You know, there's no doubt about it.
She pushed the tour back, but I guess apparently, you know, she just canceled the tour. Nobody was buying tickets after the Chicken Chow Mein, you know? Like, nobody was buying tickets. So, but Billboard Music Awards, Taylor Swift swept the charts. Do you hear what I'm telling you? And I love her. She just came out with a new song called Bad Blood, and it has Tiana from Empire. I hate to call it Soraya from Empire, who plays Tiana. And it was amazing. It had so many cameos. We need to get Taylor Swift in here, Cameo TV. But it had so many cameos from celebrities, and it was super amazing. But she won top artist. She won top touring artist, top female artist, which die because Beyonce, okay? And then
I'm gonna call you Baby Kanye.
But there were some things that I didn't like top R&B artists, okay? Chris Brown, Beyonce, John Legend, Trey Songz, Pharrell Williams. Now, you know I like Beyonce, but I think they gave it to Pharrell, and I think, yeah, why not? Pharrell is probably a top R&B artist to me, you know? Although I think Beyonce could have got that thing. Top rap artist, they said Iggy Azalea. She was in the category with J. Cole.
Oh, no.
Drake, Nicki Minaj, and Ray Shrimmer. Are you kidding me?
That's disrespectful.
Chicken Chow Mein. There is no way.
It's crazy.
Period, point blank, there is no way. Okay? But Drake Cole did win top rap album, which I applaud him for, because that's great. Even though I think Drake's If You're Reading Too Late, or It's Too Late, was a good one.
J. Cole did his thing.
And then John Legend got for top streaming song. John Legend won. Top streaming video, Taylor Swift, of course. Top R&B song, Pharrell Williams. But on to other things, Lil Wayne's tour bus got shot up.
Oh yeah.
Did anybody hear about that?
I heard about that,
I did.
Well, now they're saying that they think that it was his road manager. Because apparently, was it Young Thug's road manager?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, apparently he was like it was some type of initiation for some gang stuff.
Some blood stuff.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So, I don't know. Shout out to Lil Wayne. I hope you win your court cases and stuff.
Bow.
Well, look, I didn't mean it like that, Lil Wayne.
Wayne.
I would love to work with you. I don't know you. I'm not trying to shoot up your two bus.
Shots
Okay.
fired.
But my last and final thing, Empire Fix, your Empire Fix season 2 has just been announced. Turn up and get your life. Taraji P. Henson tweeted from her Twitter, "Hello, September 23rd, Empire season 2." So I cannot wait for that. There will also be Chris Rock, Alicia Keys, Lenny Kravitz, and some other appearances on season 2. And they also added how many episodes? They have 18 episodes now instead of the original, I think like 14 or something like that. And Empire tweeted, "Game time, bitches, get your life." So
Love it.
that is everything that I have for you for Hot Topics today.
Well, thank you, Alton. We'll be back next with our first guest, Scott Bissell. Yes, and for all new artists, discovered and undiscovered, send in your music. We'd love to hear it. We'd love to play it. So contact Cameo TV at gmail.com. CONTACTCAMEO TV at gmail.com. And so right now we have Jay Killer. One time for the streets.
One time for the streets. One time for the streets.
One time
Y'all
for
listen
the
up,
streets.
all right? One time, two times, three
Y'all
times,
know.
you know? Is this mic on?
Yo, let me holler. Hey, Yo, I tell her come with me if she wanna live and terminate them other haters that you dealing with. My obligation is to take you to the stars now. If they don't like the way we do it, tell them calm down. Riding with the top down, who in charge now? Flossing, got a rollie on my arm now. Bullshit, I just do it like I'm supposed to. That microphone is not for rookies, that's a pros too. I'm laughing at these fake niggas and these hoes too. Shout out to y'all, cause y'all let me know the whole scoop. They say my nose in the air, I don't care, nigga. That jealousy is in the air, I'm aware, nigga. I've been a lot of things, never been a scared nigga. Cause I'm a soldier, prepared for whatever, nigga. I'm just trying to dream big, do it bigger. Gotta be a good example for my kids, so I gotta get them things to deliver. It always feel good to be good at it. It just take a lot of talent and a little magic. I was never just an ordinary hood nigga. I'm always trying to dream big and do it bigger. One time for the streets, this an anthem. 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 One time for the streets, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. One time for the streets, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. One time for the streets, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. One time for the streets, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. They say it's only legendary if you're Prince show. They see me touching everything, now they pissed off. You underground, nigga, I'm about to lift off. You got the whole game backwards, niggas crisscrossed. Brushed off all of that unnecessariness. They taking shots at the kid, but I barely flinch. Nevertheless, I was made for the fame, nigga. Now tell them niggas go to bed, I'm the grave digger. Tell the sheriff I'm a terror to the commoner. Now take that, rub it in like it's aloe vera. She say she only rock designer when she in appearance. Christian Dior, Neiman Marcus, Ralph and Donna Karen. I'm kinda sure she's a man eating carnivore. It's all good, I'm a bad bitch connoisseur. I'm just trying to dream big, do it bigger. Gotta be a good example for my kids, so I got a couple things to deliver. It always feel good to be good at it. It just take a lot of talent and a little magic. I was never just an ordinary hood nigga. I'm always trying to dream big and do it bigger. One time for the streets, this an anthem. 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 One time for the streets, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. One time for the streets, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. One time for the streets, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. One time for the streets, yeah. Oh, yeah. One time for the streets.
Breaking news.
We do have breaking news.
Hey, yo, we got
have
breaking
extreme
news.
breaking news.
Just in.
You guys are all
One of our hosts, like really, for real. Like,
Yeah.
I'm laughing right now, haha, but it's not funny. She got shot. So she's officially initiated into being an LA native. So you know what it is when you go,
don't
you
say
stay
that.
in LA, had you got shot? She
No,
can say, yes,
no.
nigga,
I ain't trying to get shot.
Me neither.
And she's here today, right now.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Ladies and gentlemen, Angie.
put the camera on her. There she go, raise your hand. I said, Ray Joe, you want to get shot? You know what it feels like to get shot.
He's talking about you want to get shot. That is childish. That is so childish. It's way
Sorry,
too
you know,
soon.
you know I love you.
And
I know.
what happened to
Literally,
you?
they've
Tell
been
the
like
people.
making jokes about it since it happened. So it's like, it's just still like
Did
surreal.
you-
Like it's
what?
just like in disbelief.
Who shot
I'm in
you?
disbelief.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm in disbelief, honey. I can't believe it.
I'm sorry,
Such an
baby.
asshole.
I
I'm
love
laughing because you're here walking. If you were in the hospital, I would be like devastated. But you're clearly okay, and I'm just
No,
like, wow.
like I'm cool. I mean, it
She a
went
G.
in, it went in and came out. Like I'm not supposed to be walking like how I am, but you know, my crutches are at the house.
It's gangster right
And,
there,
you
yo.
know,
Well, thank
that's
God
it.
that you are.
I've
Okay,
literally
yeah.
been in the house like this whole week, like since Sunday, since it happened. So I didn't even realize that today was Friday. Like, so like I had my friend bring me like, oh shoot, like
Yeah.
you know we literally did not know, and I'm like, I was on my way back to the house to rest.
You should have went home.
Like, and I'm like, oh shoot, it's Friday. Like,
You can't get rich and not working.
minutes to get to the
no,
radio.
you don't get
The
shot
grind don't
from
stop.
the work, Jay.
Always, the grind don't stop. You get shot, you gotta keep on going. God got you here for a
I know
purpose. He
that's
said,
right.
keep on going.
Keep on going.
The race
And
is
she
not
did.
given
She
to the
came
swift,
out here
nor the
to
strict, whatever,
Cameo TV to give us our lives.
I know the
'Cause that's
scripture. Come on now,
That's
preaching
some
here.
crazy stuff. Lord Jesus, don't nobody initiate me into LA because I ain't trying to be shot. Okay, don't
Well, we're
nobody
glad
do
you're
that.
okay, Angie.
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe hopefully our next guest, Sky Dizzle, she'll cheer you up. We got
Yeah, come on,
Sky
Sky.
Dizzle from Cali.
What's up,
She's
y'all?
A
What's
female
up?
MC, lyricist,
Whoop, whoop.
artist, extraordinaire.
What's up, you
Sky
guys?
Dizzle, welcome to Cameo TV.
Welcome.
I'm honored to be here. I usually watch you guys live, do your thing. I love it. I'm honored to be here on the show.
Hey, baby.
Dopey.
Yeah.
I got the sexy voice going on too. Hey,
Oh,
now.
I'm glad to be here. You know.
I'm digging your digs today too. Original.
Thank you.
All original.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. I got the little heartbeat because, you know, breaking hearts. Oh,
Wait,
Oh,
breaking
breaking
heart.
hearts.
I thought you were gonna say music was your heartbeat.
I thought you were gonna say because your heart beats for me, but I guess whatever. We'll talk about that later.
later.
Oh,
Yeah.
later.
Is this gonna be on air?
Okay.
Are we
Sky
on?
Dizzle, tell me a little bit about you. Introduce yourself to the people. I always like the artists to tell the people who they are, set the tone of how this thing should go.
All right. Well, I'm Sky Farrell. I'm everybody's best friend, neighborhood stoner, best rapper in the world, real ass nigga first. I just come with the music that's relatable. I come with the streets. I am the streets. This is
I
me.
read that you started out with poetry and expressing
Oh,
yourself
yeah.
by the time you were 10, and then when
Yeah.
you were 18 is when you decided to take it serious.
Yeah.
When did it become hobby? When did the hobby transition into like a passion that would drive your career now?
Well, music has always it's always been my passion. It's just that wasn't my focus. You know, I was trying to find a career. I didn't think music could be a career, even though I was really good at it and I enjoyed doing it. But basically my fans giving me the encouragement to do this, you know, basically like, you know, you hot, why you not doing something with this, you know what I mean? So when I was 18 and able to be like out there in the streets, all in the studio, that's what I did, you know.
I love it.
That's how I got there.
So what goes on with your look right here? What's up with your look right here? Tell me a little bit about this, because you know we have some people that's out in the game now that's doing this same look, and I hear that you get compared a lot to them. So
Yeah, dude, there's actually a couple. If you guys know who Sid the Kid is,
Sid the Kid?
Yeah, Sid the Kid. We actually went to the same high school, all that, but we kind of got like the little fro thing popping. So sometimes when people be like, "It's Sid," and I'm like, Sky, you know. But also Dej Loaf, just because of her, you know, coming out with her sexuality first. I feel like people are like, "Oh, she's the gay girl. You were supposed to be that gay girl." You know, that's what people tell me. You were supposed to be that.
Right.
We have a whole nother style, a whole nother like, you know.
So let's adjust that. So, because you're obviously an openly homosexual. I don't
Wait,
like.
so
to
you're
use-
gay?
I don't like to use the word.
Is that the word?
Gay. Yeah.
Hold on, can I take out the gun or
I don't
not?
think I'm like I don't like to use the word gay. I'm like for girls. Okay, so you're obviously
I'm
a
an
lesbian.
open, yeah. There you
Does
go.
that being a lesbian? How much does that influence your music? Like, do you? I've heard some of your songs because I know you
Yeah.
personally. Do you express that side of yourself through your music?
Oh,
Is that
definitely.
why you felt the need? to-
That's who I am.
Have
you know.
you heard?
Yeah.
I've heard, but I'm trying to let the people know
hear my
that
kid?
Sky Dizzle goes in. So how
Because-
much does your sexuality play into your music?
Well, I feel like, you know, in the generation that I grew up, I was able to basically express myself at a young age. Me going to Hamilton High had a lot of diverse people, cultures, different sexual orientations, all that. And that's when I realized, you know, basically who I was in high school, you know what I mean? And I'm going to always talk about the things that I'm doing, you know, whether I'm riding fancy with the homies or chilling with the girl, you feel me? And I'm going to incorporate that in my music. I'm not going to say him.
Yeah, you're not gonna
I'm gonna
lie
say
about who you
he-
are. I
Unless
love
you
it.
talking about the homie that
The
you smoking
homie.
with. You feel me?
Me and the homie. That's it, you know? That's it.
That's
I'm going to
that's
keep it
all.
100 all the time.
There it is.
So who are some of your musical influences? Who do you like to listen to?
Kanye, Q-Tip, DJ Quick. That is Sugar Free. Those influenced me like in the beginning for sure. Nicki Minaj, I can't even say that she hasn't, because when she first came out, I thought she was beast. She still is beast, but she, like, you know, she came in. Right? Yeah, mixtape Nicki gets my life.
When she first came out, she was hot.
Gets my life together.
She was hot. I mean, she's still hot. She's still hot now.
She's still hot, but she was in the streets though.
Yeah, she was in the streets for real.
So that, you know, I was like,
she. I remember those mixtapes. I didn't even know who about her, and my homegirl was like, "Pop, girl, let's listen to this." I was like, "Who the heck is this?" And she's like, "I'm like, okay, I you know, I don't really listen to rap like that, but okay."
She got industrialized into the commercial music. That's why. So she changed up,
she shifted a little. She shifted
a little.
So, in what way do those people influence your music? Because I know you talk about a lot of different topics. And what are some of the topics that you talk about? I mean, I know your music. I heard your music, you know. But tell me something about the songs that you put out, the content that you put out. What is it about?
It's about my superstar life. It's about my superstar life, because even if you don't think I'm a superstar, I live a superstar life, you know.
Your girl plus me equals sexy party.
We were at a sexy party.
I know that's right.
In the hills, you know. I was rapping to P. Diddy in the hot tub, you know, like everything, you know what I mean? Like from the house parties to breaking up to everything that has to do with
just real life.
Going on. Yeah. And I don't care whether you think my ethnicity, sexual orientation, or gender doesn't apply to that, you know, because everything applies to me, you know.
Do you have any songs that you feel will emotionally take a toll on people?
I feel now that I'm like more writing about emotional stuff, you know what I mean? Mostly it was just, you know, trap party when I was younger, when I first started, you know, but I think I'm becoming more relatable to people's emotions, and I feel like I can change, you know, people's emotions with my music. Yeah, definitely.
So what is it that inspires you or motivates you? Because being an artist is not just sunny days all day, every day is not sunny. So what is something that keeps you going? And be like, you know what,
when people smile when I'm rapping, when people like my music, you know, when people are bobbing their head, like that means I'm doing something right, because people suck, you know, and I don't suck, and I feel good about that.
I hear.
It's all about the fans.
Basically. Heard that.
It's all about us.
It's all about y'all. Yeah. It's not even about me.
We the fans.
It's about y'all.
Yeah. I definitely am a fan.
I have to say
I got a couple faves I pulled out, you know.
Yeah.
I've got to freestyle with Sky. Not everybody can say that they've done that.
Period.
You can't say that Sky has been in their little studio apartment busting flows.
Period.
Like, matter of fact, busting flows, Sky. What you got what you got inside of you right now?
All right. I swear to be your rival and I'm better than your idol. I'll close your chapter, pass you down like a Bible. Yes, this the rapture, all souls, yeah, they liable. I do my dirt alone cause these niggas unreliable. I cross lines and seen like I'm jumping the border. All these rappers change, flipping niggas like quarters. Money stacked everywhere, you thought I was a hoarder. That's why I'm dictator in this new world order. Bow nigga, drop down, pay me some respect. While I got your bitch on the side bouncing like a check. Smile before I bust, showing niggas disrespect. And that's how I show I know I don't need muscles, how I flex.
Hey. Turn up.
She made me do the face. That was sick.
Will Smith.
So you have she has a unique flow. Like, how long did it take you to figure out, like, okay, this is me and this is my flow? Because I know as an artist, as singers, it takes some time. So as a rapper, what was your process finding your flow?
Rapping silly with my cousins. Like, we would just rap about anything. Like, we had a chocolate rap. We were like 12 and we were going in though. It was like I'm Twix all in the mix, my Snickers is long and my Milk Duds is thick, like, you know, like you know. I love it. We were like just going hard, and I felt like, you know, I'm just raw, you know, I just say whatever comes to my mind. I don't feel like I should be filtered. My First Amendment means everything.
I love it. Well, I think we should listen to some of your music. Let's check out.
Yeah, okay, before let me clarify. I didn't mean to say heartbreak, and I was saying I got this for Last Love. You know, my song got the little heartbeat thing right there. You know, so
Last Love.
Self-promotion, I know that's right.
You feel me?
I am my own billboard, baby.
Let me brand myself.
I know that's right.
That's what you gotta do.
Okay, so we got music from Sky, right?
So yeah, is this the single that Last Love? That's the single that you pushing?
Yeah, that's the single. You know, everybody has that ex, you feel me, that you holding on to, you wish you could love them, but they just difficult. You feel me? And I feel like I touched on that. Really more like a fuck you. I'm moving on.
Well, I know how that can be. It's such a sad story, but life is life.
I'm excited.
That's the song.
I am too.
Here we go.
Be Gang exclusive.
My last love told me, fuck you, have a nice life. Fuck that same sex shit, you like the last date. It ain't working and you hurt me for the last time. But baby, remember, didn't you say that shit the last time? Look, I tried to get your point of view. It just seems that you always had a point to prove. Enough was never enough. I see you got a blender for my words, cause you always mix them up, right? All of a sudden got a problem with my smoking when honestly, baby, you're the one that's just provoking it. I tried to quit, but I'm not equipped. If we tryna work it all out and I'm not high as shit. In retrospective, you never ever see shit from my perspective. Your attitude's progressive, aggressive, possessive. Your methods are reckless. Yes, bitch, I decide to make a checklist. I mean, I never been so fucking disrespected. These broken mirrors gave me thought for some reflection. I never ever thought I'd teach a hoe a lesson. But them chickens ain't done unless you prep them. And you keep using your words as a weapon. Be cordial, don't fuck with me. What's your preference? I'm just talking about discretion. But she keep on fucking talking to her best friend. We in this thing, I know this shit right. We in this thing, I'm in the friends. Like we in this thing, I'm in the bins. Like we in it, we winning.
Man, like I resonate with those lyrics a lot. Like relationships can be difficult, and then you have those moments where it's like you said, fuck you, have a nice day, I'm moving on, just so that you know.
Period.
Basically,
So
I'm tired of trying.
What could we expect from you coming up?
Oh, dude.
Other than your single, what do we have to look forward to? Because I'm excited about whatever it is.
I'm about to drop a new EP, newly titled Generation Liberation. I literally basically wrote this EP in like a week and a half. Like, I'm so sure about it, Maybe like one song that I like already knew for sure was going on there, but this week I've been on fire. I'm like, I want to drop this shit.
Is it a mix of certain things, or is it...
definitely. We got like, some party stuff, some cocky music, we got some real issues popping, like just basically speaking freely on the generation that I grew up, like just talking about how that influences my music, and you'll hear that in my music, you feel me?
Well, tell people where we can find you, where we can follow your music, and
you
buy
can
your
find
stuff.
me.
Right.
You can support our local artists and buy your music.
That's right.
All right. Well, right now it's all for the free right now for y'all.
Okay.
Y'all can download on SoundCloud Sky SKYE Pharaoh PHARAOH at SoundCloud. Yeah. Follow me on Instagram. Hello Pharaoh. All that. You can find me.
Heard that.
Hello,
Yeah.
Pharaoh.
Well, thank
Hello,
you
Pharaoh.
for coming on the show, boo boo.
Thank you, gorgeous, and you have such nice skin. I'm jealous.
No, thank you. You making me feel good.
You said too many compliments.
Don't
you better
pump me
watch
up,
out.
man. Don't pump me up, man.
Don't forget to shout your family out. Shout out to your family.
Shout out family. Shout out LA County Worldwide, LA Crisis, Post Our Music. Y'all doing some big things. Joe the Sunchild, Glow and Lisa, the CEOs, everything. Like, keep doing it big.
Mama,
I love you.
I heard that in a minute. All right, y'all. We're going to pay some bills right now like the radio stations do. And I finally figured out what that means. They go on the commercials to pay the people that support their show. Yeah. That's what they get about. And the engineer looking a little...
He's like, let's pay.
Okay, you ready? All right.
All right.
We got the money. The check is good. We get it back.
so many ways I can please. Hey,
What?
So we are back like Spine.
Yo, that's kind of cool. We are back like Spine.
Oh, you know, I used to say that back in the AIM days when we had sidekicks, you know.
Sidekicks, Jesus.
Sidekicks like T-Mobile?
Always.
Okay, was that
we
a
should
good
get them
one?
to
Did I
sponsor
make it
us.
funny?
No, that was.
Huh?
Yeah,
That's
that
the
was.
Okay,
actual-
let's go on with the show.
So we have Obi.
Oh,
Go ahead, Angie.
Obi, what's up, man? How you doing?
Peace and love, family.
All good.
Peace and love.
It's okay, Obi. Obi, I'm a fan of yours.
Really?
I was studying you, and I've never met an athlete that's also a business person, like cognitively a business person.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm fascinated by that.
Oh, thank you.
So welcome to Cameo TV, Obi.
I appreciate you. I would say, with my mom being a PhD and being the principal for Linwood High School for 16 years, principal for DeWardy High School.
I lived there.
Really?
I lived right off of Mountain Ave and Huntington Drive, right there in
How old are
DeWardy. Well, I mean, I lived
I've
there.
never seen you.
No, I didn't grow up there, meaning I just lived there, so I know DeWardy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, having the educational side, I always said to myself that I would never work for anybody in my life. So when I got out of college, I went to a chiropractic school in Marietta, Georgia. I went to Morehouse, and I went to Wallace State in Alabama. I got kicked out of all the schools.
Why did you get kicked out?
I was bad. I was terrible.
man.
Everybody
I was
needs to
young.
hear that. Everybody needs to
Hey,
hear
that's
that.
when I was young. But
in
my mind, I wanted to emulate people that was by themselves, self-employed, and did their own thing. So I started my company called Serious Body Wellness. When I got out of school, got kicked out of all the schools. I came back to LA and I started my wellness company, which is called Serious Body Wellness. So, you know, business, I never worked for nobody ever.
Wow.
I done traveled the world. I done had 550s, Benzes, anything you could think of. I done everything I wanted to do, and I never had to answer to anybody.
I love it.
Wow.
So why nutrition? I mean, because that's a specialty in its own. I understand you have like a holistic approach, but why nutrition?
I want to go into detail about that because I had a real bad injury when I was 18 years old, and I had to figure out how to heal myself. So when I got to Georgia, I started doing research on yoga, nutrition. I changed my diet. Not saying that I'm perfect. You know, we all make mistakes, but I changed my diet to try to figure out how to heal my hamstring because I didn't have anybody backing me to help me to get my leg right.
Yeah.
So I got into herbs. I got into the best waters on the planet. I got into juicing. I bought a Jack LaLanne juicer.
I think my dad had one too. I think all parents. Jack LaLanne.
They're terrible because you got to clean them, and I don't like cleaning.
That little gray brush does not do anything.
I stopped eating pork.
Oh.
You know, I got into really healthy living, raw food, and my hair got longer. My skin got nice.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just tried to emulate people that dealt with longevity and dealt with health and wellness. And over the years, I just been picking up more information.
That's I'm sorry.
You've always been an athlete, or have you always been athletic?
Well, this is the key. I was on the cover of Sports Illustrated when I was 8 years old.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I was the man. I always been the man.
Right.
I feel like the man when I walk through.
I know that's right. When you walk
that
through the
song
door.
at?
About a week ago.
But I haven't always been the best.
Okay.
It has been people that I have emulated, that I want to be like. It has been people that beat me, where I will go back to the laboratory and figure out what they was doing so I could get better.
Right.
So growing up, 87, when I started competing in athletics, I started off with track, and then I went to soccer, and I did that for 10 years. So I always been competitive, but I'm a planet-sized ego type of personality. I have a planet-sized ego. I'm gonna figure out how to be the best. Even though I take losses, I'm gonna figure out how to beat you.
Yeah.
And eventually I'm gonna beat you and win and take advantage of your nature. That's
So you're athletic and competitive.
Well, I'm a warlord. Like I look
Do you
at
hear this?
Yeah,
But no, I'm listening because
I
you
look
have
at it
an
as
interesting
war.
paradigm, which is what I want to tap into.
Well, my viewpoint is we have to win.
And we meaning who? Explain to
Me
them.
and my mama.
Okay.
I know that's right.
Can we explain to people who we are?
It's just me and my mama.
Yes.
So I want to win for my mama.
Absolutely.
She sacrificed.
So take me back to the nutrition, because I do want to deal with the paradigm. You being a black man, the black community, there's a stigma for having lack of education when it comes to nutrition. So I know you said you were trying to heal yourself, but who did you go to say, okay, listen, son, this is what you need to start reading up on to start conditioning your mind, getting this information? Were you self-motivated on your own?
I was self-motivated, but I had people around me that was elders that I could go to, like Dr. Savy, who's in Culver City. He worked with Lisa Left Eye to help her with her lupus.
Yeah.
I went to Dr. Phil Valentine.
Oh, I listened to a lot of his lectures.
Yeah, Phil is dope. He used to come out to the center and do a lot of presentations. I studied everybody from Dr. Africa. I go down the list, but I just started doing a lot of research, buying books. I have spent probably over $100,000 on information. So I'm very self-educated, even though I went to or got kicked out of 7 colleges.
That's dope.
I have accumulated a big library of books dealing with all type of information. But the health thing, I always wanted to be able to put the best things in my body.
Right.
The highest quality. So if you guys did any research on, like, I'm a personal chef. I cook for Maxine Waters. I cook for multi-millionaires, but it's high quality food.
Yes, the content. I was just explaining that to my friend. The nutrient content in the food. The reason why it's more expensive is because of how it's grown, or it's how the animals are fed, and then how it's prepared.
Yep.
And it could very well be something as big as a size of an egg, but the nutrient content is so rich that it's giving the body the chemicals that it needs to be sustained.
Exactly. And then the energy is just higher. And it's odd that when I go to like I work out 6 days out the week. I go to Manhattan Beach. I go to Redondo Beach. And like you said, a black man to be involved with that is odd that we see other races out there, but we don't see so-called black people.
Yeah.
So you need your sun, you need your water, you need to walk, you need to do something to keep the body moving. And I just try to make it a habit. I fell off, and then I got back. So, you know, I just see that different nationalities make it a habit to go to the spa, treat themselves, you know, to the best things that they can afford.
So what's your regime?
My regime? Regime?
Your regime. When you wake up in the morning, what does a day in your life look like? Your regime, your regimen. What does a day in your life?
Well, being a wellness consultant is sporadic because you have people that come that want to deal with vanity. So I have a lot of women that come to me that want to lose 15 pounds. And I like when I was working with Tavis Smiley, I helped Tavis Smiley lose 35 pounds in a week and a half. Doing a detox. So I'm an herbalist also. But if we're dealing with a lifestyle regimen, you know, people stay around longer. So it depends on what season it is. Like summertime, people blowing me up.
Everybody's trying to slim down.
What you doing to Great Elk? I need a trainer. I'm trying to get. So, you know, everybody trying to get fine and catch somebody. So it depends on the season. So my lifestyle is real sporadic, but I have a lot of free time. My days are like 2-hour work days.
I read that book, The 4-Hour Work Week.
Hey,
so the Great Elk, you just mentioned the Great Elk. That is your newly formed nonprofit that you have, and now this provides fitness training and help me out. You said nutritional training to all ages, or
what I want to do, and I'm working with Miss Lisa, who's my PR. I want to set something up because one of my clients is Maxine Waters. So she said, "Hey, I want you to have a TV show. I want to set everything up where you had a nonprofit where you could train the children for free. So I want to take elite children and people that want to move to a healthy lifestyle where they could come to a facility where it's free.
Yeah.
And there's tax write-offs.
Right.
It's tax write-offs for people that donate, and maybe annually we throw a dinner.
Okay.
Where it's $500 a plate, and then we just
like a little
the Empower Her Network, like
I'll
what
be
Betty
there.
Lamar is doing.
Exactly.
So you know what the
Yes,
Empower.
I heard about it.
I'm very involved with the Empower Her Network.
Oh, I need you.
And they do that, like what you're doing.
I said I need you.
You do that.
I said. You didn't hear what I said.
We'll talk after the show, but
Yeah.
like I see your vision, what you're saying,
Yeah.
for the health
Because
institution,
we have children at Dorsey High School, Crenshaw High School, Long Beach Poly, John Muir High School, all these schools, and they might not have the expertise of a person like me that did it at the highest level on the planet.
Yeah.
And they can't afford my prices.
Right.
Their parents can't afford my prices, but if they could come for free and we could give it to them for free, where they could get to college for free, and they could get to the next level for free, that's what I want to give back. Because
is this geared towards the African American community, or is this just because I know you mentioned the African American community earlier and the lack of education as far as nutrition is concerned? I talk about that all the time because I moved here, lost like 71 pounds, and did it all by myself. So I definitely feel you on that, and I understand. I want to know more about the new era or the new elk as well.
I would definitely gear the Great Elk towards African children first.
Okay.
And then anybody else that want to come, they're welcome. But most of our children don't have access to finance. And that's very simple. So, but the talent is there. The genetics is there. There's nothing new under the sun.
Right, of course.
As so-called black people, we have always been talented, but we haven't had the avenues to let our talents out.
It's very true.
Go ahead.
We have a caller right now. Before we get into the accolades, we have a caller online that they want to ask. Caller number one.
Hi, Mr. Moore. This is Lawrence Todd with the Pasadena Sports Hall of Fame.
Hey, peace and love, brother. How you doing, man? We got to go get some sushi. I was walking to the sushi spot maybe 6 weeks ago, and I seen the good brother, and we had a great conversation. Man, we got to go get some sushi on Colorado.
Yeah.
This man is a legend in Pasadena, and while I could go on for hours about his athleticism here in the city and worldwide, but I think that his program now, even what he just said about being able to feed our young children, is an awesome plan that we definitely will have in Pasadena.
I love it. Thank you for calling.
Well, brother, I definitely I had a couple of people reach out to you as far as the induction to the Pasadena Sports Hall of Fame, and with Jackie Robinson getting his number retired from all sports, we have to sit down immediately and put something together, because that will be big for me, especially with this 30-30 that's coming up. We start filming on the 3rd, and I definitely want to get you on there and get the film of me getting inducted into the Pasadena Sports Hall of Fame. And with you being the president, I think it would be great.
Hey, we're all in. We're all in. We'll be in touch. Have a good one.
Bye.
Thank you, Mr. President. So we got
Next
the president
caller?
calling and stuff.
I know, right?
We got 2 callers?
Next
Hey, yo, listen,
caller.
we finna
Hi,
blow
thanks
up.
for calling Cameo TV.
Oh, she hung up.
She hung up? She got scared. So yeah, I wanted to get over into the Hall of Fame that you was talking about. You being inducted to the Hall of Fame and stuff like that. With
the Philadelphia, the Penn Relays, which was in Philadelphia Hall of Fame, it was incredible, and it's quite odd that it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That I own a record that's 20 years old. When I got there, first of all, it was cold. I'm California.
Yes,
it was
sir.
it was cold. It was cold. So I was wrapped up. They started filming me as soon as I got there. We went and ate every food that you can think of, from fish to Philly cheesesteaks. We was eating, and it was beautiful. They threw me a big induction ceremony. I partied with one of my boys that was Olympian. His name is Dworsky Odom, and they showed me love.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they showed me big love. So I was there for 5 days. It was beautiful. After I got back, I started getting phone calls from all over the place. Motivational speaking, book deal, movie deal, 30-30. So it's been an incredible roller coaster.
Yeah. So when people give you a call or like, hey man, I want you to speak at my event, or we have a couple of venues that we want you to speak, how do you feel? Do you feel like it's supposed to happen? Like, yeah, to show?
No,
like,
I don't have.
Or do you be like, oh, I'm elated to be, a part of this? Like, how do you feel?
I don't have an ego like that because I like giving back. I have worked with children and people. That's my field. When it comes to competition, I have a planet-sized
eagle. There we go.
Yeah, I have a planet-sized eagle because I'm very competitive. As a Capricorn, I'm very competitive.
Oh, I see you.
Ali's Capricorn. I can go down the list on some Capricorns.
Hey, look, I got a dad and a brother that's Capricorn, man. You feel me?
I'm competitive, so I like to compete because it challenges my character. But giving back, like, I want to see children do what I didn't do.
Right.
Like, I got kicked out of schools. I want to see children go to school for free. So if you got talent, you got the DNA, you got the work ethic, go to school, get a degree, move on, but build your character.
Right.
That's right.
Balance.
I wanted to ask you about. Like I said, I moved here from Texas, and when I first moved here, I was going to the gym a lot. 24-hour Fitness, LA Fitness, you name it, I was there. Because I didn't do the gym. They love us. They like to give us hog maw, pig feet, anything from pig. That's how it go down in Texas, though.
Yeah. Austin or Houston?
I'm from Houston.
Okay.
I'm from H-Town.
Houston.
Yeah. So,
I took a recruiting trip to University of Texas.
Oh yeah.
And Baylor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know Texas very well.
Yes, H-Town, that's my home. I live for that place. But shout out to them. They was under some water a couple of days ago. Yeah, really bad floods. But I got hit with Herbalife all the time. Like, you should do this will help with this and build lean muscle and all of that stuff. And I was just getting into, working out and really kind of understanding what the machines did, really, So what do you think about that? Because as somebody who just started, I'm a very strong-minded person. I got a little bit of an ego too, but I'm a very strong-minded person. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this by myself. But for people who are gullible and they are going to the gym and they don't really know what to do and using these machines, and these hounds are coming up to them like, hey, you should try Herbalife, or you should try Quick Trim, or all of these things. What do you say to those people? Because that can't be as nutritious as eating like a home-cooked meal.
I agree. I'm in total agreement with you, but some things work for some people. Herbalife has worked for some people. What I have noticed with the Herbalife paradigm, that most of them people are already in shape.
Right, of course.
So if you gotta lose 7 pounds or 12 pounds and you take these pills or this smoothie in the morning, you gonna get it off. But most of those people are already athletes. So when you're talking to somebody that's 100 pounds overweight, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, of course not.
So, it's a gradual process dealing with the lifestyle. It could be walking, it could be changing your water to distilled water. It could be eating raw food in the morning rather than eating something that's gonna bloat you up.
Right, of course.
So it depends on that person and what program that they're willing to sacrifice to change their lifestyle for.
Okay.
So, like I done dealt with thousands of clients over the years. And, it depends on them, on what they will. Like, I have clients that went raw. I have clients that love chicken. So if they love chicken, I'm going to say put some cayenne on that chicken. So we could burn it out the system faster. That's and make sure that the worms don't be in your system, the worms and the parasites. Yeah. So it depends on the client.
Now, are you talking raw chicken? Like,
no, not raw chicken.
Wait a minute now.
No, just chicken, period.
Okay. I'm like, wait. You said the raw. So
what exactly does the cayenne do?
It burns. It burns.
Burn, baby.
It burns.
I know that they have that.
Good for your heart.
Diet.
It burns parasites and worms out the system. So when you defecate, you're gonna defecate worms and parasites out your system. So it helps carry stuff. So if you look at a lot of South American cultures, they eat a lot of peppers, even though they don't eat that great. They eat a lot of peppers to carry the worms and parasites out the system. Because if we're eating meat, fish, whatever, we're gonna get worms and parasites. So the cayenne is an enabler to help carry that out.
And I can put that on anything.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Put that shit on anything.
Okay,
Does wasabi work the same? Sorry, go ahead.
I would say so.
Wasabi? Okay, good.
Oh no, I was gonna say because we're running short on time. So I was gonna see if you can tell everybody where they can find you and like list anything that you have coming up or any seminars or anything, you know.
Well, on social media, my name is Obi Moore. Everybody calls me the Great Elk.
The Great Elk.
I use that name because I'm a Washita Moor from Morocco. So my Native American name is the Great Elk, which was a prehistoric animal that had big antlers.
Yes, sir.
That's my planet-sized ego. So one of my brothers that started a company called Ostracized Genius. He went to my same high school. He's designing hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts called the Great Elk as an ostracized genius.
Oh, cool.
Little planet-sized ego stuff.
This is so ostracized.
If you see this,
genius,
this is Ostracized Genius.
which might be the next red meat because there's a lot of farming going on.
Yes.
I know my shit.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for shedding light on what it is that you do. And thank you for being effective in the African American community to empower us from within, because I think that the education of just understanding why we need to eat and then the type of things that we need to feed our body, they could be healing from the inside out. And in the words of Dick Gregory, drink water, people. Drink water, people.
That's right.
And tune into us next week, Cameo TV, 7:30 Fridays. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and just call us because sometimes we want to hear your voice. And thank you to both of our guests. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sky limit. Intoxicated, too faded, too shaded. Nah, bro, I'm too faded. Yeah, we on. Handle the world one blunt at a time. Orbit dirty mouth, so blunt all the time. Divine right, everything I want is mine. All rappers are a number in the map, I'm a prime. I'm at the top spot, looking over all of y'all. Have you ever noticed that the sky should never fall? Dope session music, no reaper blaze. Blowing mad trips till the end of my teenage. And if I can't smoke, I always find a way. Lit the flame of Mary Jane and took my breath away. Told them drop five to live the high life. Newbies like I'm supposed to be this high, right? But niggas coming up short like digits. I'm the number one twice. Yeah, I'm double digits. All my stoners, raise your hands if you hear this. I'll show you how to turn 8 brands into pure bliss. Nigga, you know, we always got the throw in the back, we doing bows. All we do is blow. Nigga, you know, we always got the throw in the back, we doing bows. All we do is blow. Nigga, you know, we always got the throw in the back, we doing bows. All we do is blow. Nigga, you know, we always got the throw in the back, we doing bows. All we do is blow. I haven't found the fucking drug that I feared yet. I look down and them lines ain't been cleared yet. So I rolled up that young dollar bill in the rush of the white lush is all I wanna feel. We out here this and hard, we throwing pills in our beer. I need the drugs in my system, cause something else is missing and I don't care for that feeling. Who got the bruises that you come through? Hopped about the blue when the session's overdue. Ooh, you driving kinda loose. Fucked about the goose. Fuck it, nigga, let's